Hi, good evening, everybody. My name is Kevin Polito. I'm the Neighborhood Affairs Director at the City of Miami Beach. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon so we could go over our Memorial Day weekend plan through this community meeting. Just want to go ahead and recognize some of our elected officials that are joining us this evening. Big thank you to Mayor Stephen Miner and his aide Blake Govin for joining us, as well as Commissioner Joe Magazine, as well as his aide Luis Atencio. And I also see we have Jacqueline Boudin, who's the aide to Commissioner Kristen Rosen Gonzalez, as well as Monica Mateo Salinas, who is the aide to Commissioner Fernandez. And let me just take a quick look, make sure I don't miss anybody. We have a lot of staff on the call that's going to be able to assist with any questions that you have. And at the end, we'll go over questions about the plan and anything you'd like to cover. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to get into today's presentation. So again, this is the agenda that we're going to go into. We're going to go over the City of Miami Beach's plan for the Memorial Day weekend. This is an annual meeting that we host to go over the different staffing, some of the events you're going to see, the parking shuttles, the parking information, and the traffic plan, as well as some closures that we're going to experience throughout the Memorial Day holiday weekend. So again, background, if this is your first Memorial Day, you'll come to find out this is one of our high impact weekends where we welcome a large number of visitors that come down to enjoy our beaches. As we all know, Memorial Day is the unofficial kickoff of summer. So a lot of people come in to Miami Beach to enjoy our beaches. And the added bonus is we have the Air and Sea Show that is returning. So this period is going to be from Thursday, May 23rd through Monday, May 27th. To get ready for this weekend and to welcome all our visitors, we have an intense, significant staffing plan that goes into place. We have the Miami Beach Police Department. They're going to have all their officers on a 13-hour shift. So what that means is there's going to be Alpha Bravo staffing. And we're also going to have assistance like we did during spring break from outside agencies, including the Florida Highway Patrol, Coral Gables, Miami-Dade County, and the City of Miami. Our Miami Beach Fire Department, Ocean Rescue, Code Compliance, Parking, Homeless Rescue, Homeless Outreach, Sanitation are also going to have enhanced staffing throughout the weekend. And our Goodwill ambassadors are going to be back. You'll see them out there in our pink Take Care of Our City shirts throughout the Art Deco and cultural districts. The Air and Sea Show's back. So it's the 7th year. It's our annual Hyundai Air and Sea Show. The website for that is usasalutes.com. So what this is, if it's your first time, you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a great show. On Saturday and Sunday is the actual show. And for the first time, we're going to have free admission throughout the beach. So before there was a ticketed area, that's going to be gone. And now you can enjoy those preferred viewing areas for free. For residents, for everyone, so you know, on Friday, you're going to get a sneak peek to the show as the aircraft are going to start to come in. You're going to hear the aircraft and see them overhead. So just don't get alarmed. That's going to be taking place really, I believe, from 9 a.m. to about 4 p.m. You'll see spurts of military aircraft, jets. They have a very unique lineup. So if you're an aviation enthusiast, you're going to enjoy the show. Our Kids Fun Zone is also returning. This fun zone is hosted by our Parks and Recreation team, and it's on Lummis Park. It's between 12th and 13th Street. It's during the show times from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Throughout the weekend, if the Air and Sea Show and you're not very into planes or whatnot, we have other events that are taking place. Here are some highlights that are going to be taking place on Saturday and Sunday. At the end, there's going to be a website where you could see all the different events that are taking place, and you could access this information for the future. So these are the Sunday events, from Lincoln Road to yoga to a dance company from 4 p.m. to 6 at the Botanical Garden. So there's a lot of different events happening throughout the weekend in addition to the Air and Sea Show. On Monday, it is Memorial Day, and Memorial Day is a somber event where we recognize and remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. An annual tradition that we've done at our Miami Beach Police headquarters. We're joined by the Veterans of Foreign Wars troop, as well as a Girl Scout troop. We have a very beautiful ceremony to remember those, and that's going to take place again at Miami Beach Police headquarters at 10 a.m. on Monday. So if you are coming for the show, or if you'd like to get down there, we are going to be offering free shuttle service for parking. And that's going to be taking place on Saturday, May 25th, and Sunday, May 27th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. All those intervals for the buses, we're going to try to keep them down to about 15 minutes. And if you're interested in using the free shuttle service, it's going to be leaving you at stop 106, which is on Washington Avenue between 11th and 12th Streets. This is the map. Again, this is all going to be accessible online after this presentation is posted. You're going to have designated drop-off and pickup happening from our 42nd Street garage, 23rd Street garage, 17th Street, and as well as the 5th Street garage to get you again to that stop on Washington Avenue from about 10th to 12th Street. That's where you'll be dropped off and you can walk over and enjoy the show, as well as the Art Deco Cultural District. The parking plan. We're going to have a parking plan again that's going to be in place. There's going to be increased measures for this holiday weekend. So from Friday through Monday, there's going to be a high impact parking rate fee, which is going to be $30 per vehicles for non-residents. And for residents, it will be up to $15. And that's going to be imposed in the entertainment district garages only. After 9 p.m., access is going to be limited. So if you're looking to park in those lots and you don't want to use the trolley, which we strongly encourage you to, you could go ahead and park in these lots. But remember, after 9 p.m., it's going to be limited. On-street parking along Collins Avenue from 5th to Espanola, that's going to be available. Well, excuse me, that's going to be limited as well, starting on Thursday, and that's going to go all the way through Monday. 100 and 200 blocks between 6th Street and Espanola will also be restricted. Our Zone 5 residential permit holders, excuse me, they'll be allowed to park in those areas. And then the parking lot on the corner of 10th and Washington Avenue is going to be unavailable starting Thursday at 11 p.m. through Monday at 6 a.m. So also, as we've done in previous Memorial Days and as well as in this one, we're going to have our traffic plan, our traffic mitigation plan, which is going to be assisted by the Miami Beach Police Department. That's going to be implemented on Friday, May 24th through Monday, May 27th. That's going to be starting at 6 a.m. So on Friday, you're going to have Collins Avenue and Washington Avenue. They're going to flow north and southbound. There's not going to be any east or westbound access, only at 5th Street and at 16th Street. Traffic's only going to be allowed to enter on Ocean Drive at 13th Street, and you're going to go southbound down to 5th Street, and you cannot exit once you enter from 13th. You go straight down to 5th. There's not going to be any side streets that are going to be open. Our police department is going to be deploying their mobile license plate readers throughout the cities, and we're going to have a single lane reduction in place from Friday through Sunday evenings on both the MacArthur and Julia Tuttle causeways. Our residential zones return. We're going to make sure we limit traffic going into our residential areas, including the Flamingo Park neighborhood and the South of 5th neighborhood. These are going to be in place every evening starting at 6 p.m. through 5 a.m. And that's going to be on Thursday through Tuesday, May 28th. So what you'll start to see is you'll see barricades in place that's going to restrict cut-through traffic in residential areas. And we're encouraging our residents to avoid visitors checkpoints by taking any of the other residential streets that you can, and make sure you have a valid ID on you. If you do come across a security guard or a police officer, make sure you show them that ID and they'll be able to allow you through into the residential zone. Of course, we're going to have enhanced police presence throughout the surrounding neighborhoods, throughout the island. We're going to have a lot of visitors coming in onto our island, and we also want our residents to feel safe in their neighborhood. So for more information, it's www.ourcitymb.com, and that's where you could find everything we just went to. You could also find all those cool events that are happening on Saturday and Sunday. And then I encourage, if you're not signed up already, enroll for MB Alert, and that's 888-777. And here's where we're going to text any alerts that may be needed. And we also do our traffic text messages. So if there's an accident on the MacArthur Julia Tuttle Causeway and you're not checking your Waze or Google Maps, go ahead and you would get an alert. So again, I very highly encourage everyone to sign up for those alerts. So now we'd open it up. If there's any questions or comments, we'd ask you just keep your questions down to about 2 minutes, just to allow everybody else to speak. And if you're participating on Zoom, you're going to click the raise your hand feature. Go ahead and raise your hand. Let me make sure I was able to recognize. I know we had a few people joining. I also see we have Veronica Coley from the mayor's office as well, chief of staff. Thank you for joining us. So again, if you have any questions, go ahead and raise your hand. And I see Aaron Soriano, our Vice Mayor Laura Dominguez's aide. Thank you, Aaron, for joining us as well. Sorry for the late introduction. So all this information again is available rcitymb.com. I hope you guys all enjoy and have a very fun Memorial Day. Just check one more time. I don't see anybody with their hands up, so I'm going to go ahead. We'll probably go ahead and end today's meeting. Thank you for participating again, and have a great night, everybody.